Who here already has a voice AI agency or who's looking to get into the agency space? I know, Travis, you're looking to start. This is a really good place to start. So we're going to be all calling in from various skill levels. So this is a live build out. So it's really optimal if you are calling in, as we said, from a computer so that you can. Hi, Prime. Awesome. If you have access to a computer, this is great. So you can follow along and have access to those resources that we provide. And there will be, for those that stay to the end, a special gift, of course. But oh, Peter, awesome. And okay, this is really good. So I see some questions coming in. If you have an immediate question, of course, you can raise your hand and we'll be asking questions throughout. But there's going to be a dedicated question and answer period right at the end. So first we're going to go in and I'm Caitlin. I haven't introduced myself. So Caitlin from Canada. I do content at Knotie. I've been a part of the team for the past 2 months and it's been a real pleasure to see where the company is heading. Then of course we have Chow, who's co-founder with Avi. And so to start off, we have Chow, who's going to go into a little bit about his agency because Knotie for us is a platform built by our agencies. So take it away, Chow.
Thanks, Caitlin. So, good afternoon, morning, everyone. My name's Chow, and I'm the co-founder for Knotie. Just a little bit about myself. I've been in business for 20 years, mostly involved in the tech side. My last business was a cross-border marketing agency, and before COVID, we turned over about 45 million. Brands like Danone and Tesco's, Post in France. I two voice AI agencies and have around 60 odd. And with Knotie, very much about helping agencies and entrepreneurs on how to use AI and how to grow and deliver profit. Really, really exciting project and looking forward to it. So first of all, just wanted to go through what is an voice agency, really. Slide, please. For me, are four main pillars voice AI agency. And to start off with, it's about managing smart assistants. On the one side of the scale, you could be using open source models and your own text models, and then building it on top of Google Cloud or Microsoft Azure. The other range, you'd be using the likes of Retell and 11 Labs. You can webhooks with NA10, and you can build really sophisticated using them. We don't really need to code. So that's one being a voice AI agency. The second is you start to have more clients. You find that the clients are looking to with their own CRM systems or with their calendars or provide analytics for them. If they don't have those, you need to show them, and therefore you probably need to introduce them to CRM systems. So that's part of we need to do as an agency. And then from a simple receptionist bot, you find that clients asking for lead generation bots or technical support bots. And that's when your portfolio and your skill set will start to grow. And we've built a bot. That's not the end of that relationship between you and the bot. Like an employee, you need to train it. You need to review its results, where it can improve and do better. For me, those are the four key pillars of being a voice AI agency. I just wondered, for those who are already offering clients, if there are any other functions that you feel like that I've missed out, please shout out. If we move on, Caitlin, so we've looked at the type of services. Let's look at how the business models for voice AI agencies work. I started going back months ago in voice AI. The subscription plus usage base and setup was the common model. Back then, you could be charging, $20,000 for setup, and then a couple $1,000 for monthly subscriptions. And you find that your typical client will be real techies who really enjoy Or the real industry that really took up voice AI was dentists. You imagine a dental clinic in the morning often will receive lots and lots of calls, people to book a dental appointment. And for the dentist, they may have one or maybe three receptionists at most, with lots of people calling at the same time. They just get overwhelmed with the number of calls. And this is a very, very good case study for voice bots because voice assistants can take all those calls, and usually the requests are simple, at the time when dentist is available. So dentist is really one of the first to really embrace voice AI. Moving on to custom enterprise. So techies amongst us, or there's someone who's using LiveKit build out. A lot of they love solving large enterprise problems. For example, maybe a logistics company who want to use voice AI to help clients on deliveries, where you need to provide a deep integration to the logistics CRM system, or sometimes may have to where a driver is provide up-to-date trackings or exact times. Those custom enterprises could be looking at $50,000, $100,000 a project. Downside custom enterprises, usually the lead time from an inquiry to completion are usually quite long, and therefore at max you probably be able to work with 2 or 3 enterprise projects at the same time, and in a year you probably can do 5, 6 a year. And then moving on to more recently, the development of sort of a SaaS offering, voice AI, and automation moves on. You pretty much deploy a voice AI bot 5 to 10 minutes, and the client can self-serve, can do it themselves through a platform, and you charging anything between $40, $50 up to $200 for those bots. That gives you a spectrum of how you can to shape your own voice AI agency.
Just to get a feeler from everyone who's looking to get into voice AI, which of the 3 is what you lean towards more, or were you familiar with these before? I'm just curious. If you want to type in the chat, go for it. But going for SaaS, great. Likewise, we think SaaS is great, and we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes, I think SaaS is definitely interesting. So the next part is, so we looked at what's currently happening, and I thought it would be useful just to take a step back. This is built from my own experience, and it's some of the challenges that I experienced. And I think I want to share the story because I think this may help you guys not to fall into the same pitfalls as I did when I first got into AI and automation. Caitlin, if you move on to the next page. So when ChatGPT 2.5 came along, I don't know how many of you guys remember ChatGPT 2.5, or when did you guys sort of start to get involved in AI? It would be great to know when you first got exposed to AI. But for me, it was a ChatGPT 2.5. And when I first saw it, I thought, wow, this is amazing and it's going to change the world. So I decided to hire a few developers. I invested over £150,000 on the project to build what essentially is a chatbot, which people can do in 5 minutes now. But it took us a few months to develop at the time, and we launched it. We went to an exhibition and we launched it. And in the first day, we had over 100 clients. And we thought, wow, this is fantastic. But what we didn't see was the fact in just over 3 to 4 months, ChatGPT launched its own, OpenAI launched its own ChatGPT interface. And almost overnight, we lost all of our clients. And for me, that was a big learning curve because I was trying to outsmart OpenAI, which is a big mistake. So I got back to the drawing board and thought, obviously AI is going to change and it's going to change the world, but how could I be involved in this? This is where I started to look at voice. And the reason voice is so attractive as a proposition is because it's one of the few scenarios we're capturing bespoke data. So what I mean by that is with voice, this is the only time where the conversation is between a client and a business. And the only point at which you're creating this data is when conversation is happening or people are talking to each other. But as soon as they finish, that data disappears and no one will have access to that data unless you're involved with AI voice. So then you'll be capturing this unique data. And that data, the likes of ChatGPT or Google or Microsoft, they don't have access to that data. You, as the agency, are the custodians of your client's data, and that's unique. And that's almost like your defensive moat because you can use that data. And when ChatGPT or Google Gemini releases its next model, you're almost going to the client and saying, we can now do more stuff with your data. We can do more automations. We can do more intelligent voice support. So that to me is you're currently adding value to your client and building your agency. And that's why voice for me is such an attractive proposition. And that's what I started to do 2 years ago. And as I started to onboard more and more clients, once I got to about 20, that was really when it was a breaking point almost. My agency was experiencing growing pains. I don't know how many of us are currently in supporting agents, supporting customers. It'd be good to know how many customers you're currently supporting, or at what point you felt there was a challenge where your growth has been stunted. It'll be good to know. Caitlin, maybe if we move on to the next page. So as I got to about 20 clients, at the time I was providing a custom AI automation solution where I'll be charging £2,000 to £3,000 setup with a monthly fee. But I felt that I was losing out because I felt the voice AI industry is a zero-sum game, i.e., every time a client moves to a competitor of mine, that means there's one less company for me to serve. So I thought I needed to grow faster. And that's when I started to offer this SaaS model without the SaaS, i.e., every time I onboarded a client, I was creating the bot myself. And that was really hard work because as I grew and I have even more clients, I felt more of my time was spent on serving those clients because they wanted to know what's the core logs, or can I have the transcript, or how many minutes did I spend last month. So I spent more time dealing with that rather than growing the agency or improving on the tech side. So it was a real balancing act, which for me more skewed to customer service rather than the more exciting stuff of building the agency. So that's a real pain point. Next slide, please. So if we move on to, so this was a time when I met Avi, and we thought the market really needed a platform that can help voice AI agencies. So really, Knotie has been created by for voice AI agencies. We wanted the agencies to provide them with a platform so that they can keep on serving clients, which is what agencies can do best. And where Knotie will do the analytics and the display call logs so that for customers, they don't need to ask you, they can just log in and just do it for themselves. So that's where, and that's what Knoties really stand for. We are a platform, and we are also a community where we want to help each other and learn from each other. So the next section, I'll pass over to Avi, where he will help you to provide a live build out. Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Chow. There's a lot to digest there. So I see that there's been some really interesting questions asked in the chat, and we're going to have a dedicated space at the end to really go over this because these are questions I myself have. So I think it's really worth taking that opportunity to pick Chow and Abby's brains. But this is I'm gonna let Abby take over and
Thanks, Shao. I think that was a really great insight, being the agency side of it. I think, I don't know if maybe many of you know that I came from the YouTube channel and then started doing this Knotie AI Pro developments and started sharing update. So my YouTube videos have probably gone up quite a lot. I couldn't even make videos these days. But the reason is because, of course, I wanted to build this platform and also help agencies free up their time, because that's one of the really important challenge as well. I wanted to solve myself. This is for myself as well because I was running not voice AI agency as such, but I was running more web agency. So earlier, what I was doing is I was helping clients to build different web applications and mobile applications. And then we started to see a lot of interest in AI and automation related applications. And then we started to see a lot of voice AI related application where people were coming in. And that's where this idea kind of came in. And I started actually building the voice AI product itself before I met Shao. So now AI was not supposed to be the platform as it is today. It was supposed to be a platform where you can create voice AI agents just like you do in 11 Labs or you do it in Retell or Vappy. So that was the first product MVP that I was creating. And in fact, many of you probably know that I think 2 years back almost, I created an open source project called Knotie AI. So this name really was just taken from there. So that open source project was, I think it got 100 odd stars. And so I really saw that there is a great demand. So let's just start create a platform. So I started creating the platform, which is where we met Shao, and Shao had this particular problem being in voice AI agencies. So I said, okay, solve this problem first, because I knew for that fact that there are other players that is already making voice AI agent, and competing them being a solo founder was really difficult at that stage. So I said, let's solve one problem, which is for agencies, and then we can build the voice AI agent at any time, really. I think I can take back the control of the screen share, Caitlin.
go for it and you lead the way.
I'll see if I can take back the control and share my screen. You able to share my screen? See my screen? I think this is really gonna be a hands-on part, and I want to really make it much more interactive from here onwards. I know few of you have already in the platform, few of you have joined, and few of you may not have signed up at all. But I really wanted to take you through hands-on journey. So if you have your laptop open and if you want to just follow along, again, you don't have to pay or anything. So it's going to be completely free. It's just I want to help you get started as well by the end of this webinar so that at least you have something that maybe I can be proud of if you are not be proud of as well, but I can be proud of that I have helped 5 or 6 or 10 people get started. And if you have already done some of this stuff, this is being our first webinar. We want to do more and more webinar. Earlier, we were doing it in my YouTube, but we understood that in YouTube, it was more becoming a one-way talk and not really being interactive, not really being helping you do stuff. So more sort of a hand-holding because the app has really become quite a huge. So anyone new who join, we understand that it's not really easy for you to just get into the app and intuitively know what to do. And in fact, you probably be afraid that, oh, if I do something wrong, probably I'll be charged or I am messing it up. So that's why we said we'll do it in a webinar basis, do a bit more hand holding and go a really slow step by step, help you set it up. Now, some of you probably are coming from more technical backgrounds, so I think it would probably be very feel stupid, so don't worry about it. We have more webinars where we will cover more complex use cases as well. But this being a start, I just really wanted to start very step by step. So if you guys are up, just send me a thumbs up or something on the chat that you are ready, you are in front of your computer and you're able to follow on. Even you can take actions. As I said, it doesn't cost you anything. You can just follow along. As I show you steps, you can just do step by step. And if you face any hiccups, you can just note it there and I'll help you out. All right, shall we go? Great. I can see a bunch of thumbs up, so I'm really happy. And so as again, we have, so if you go to knoteai.pro website, you will see different pricing tiers. So we definitely launched the free forever tier because we wanted to have all of this webinar and stuff so that we can get you started. Hi, Khalif. I know there have been some issue with an email password. We did fix that today. So if you have done it today and if you're still facing it, I would say for this session, you just follow me along and you do not need a password actually. So you can use Google login as well. Use your Gmail and set it up. Maybe create a new one. So for Google, you do not need a password. But we'll see. I know there was an issue yesterday, so we did. Have you used? Yes. Have you did the registration today or before today?
5 minutes ago.
So then there might be that issue still persisting. I know that there is a issue running on where, so what happens when you do registration, the system generates a password and send to you, and there was some issue with sending the email this morning, which we kind of fixed it, but I don't know, probably haven't gone through yet. But I see that it's 4:47, so that means you have definitely, because it's keeping track of live users that's been signing up to the platform, not a makeup number. So I can see it's going from 4:46 to 4:47. So you have definitely signed it up. So I will just say use Google and follow along. I think that would be even useful. And later, maybe once we fix the issue, and usually we send every week a release a reminder for all the fixes and update that we do into the platform. And once it's fixed, you can actually use your own proper agency email address and do another registration. Because in this session, we are anyway going to do all the free sign up stuff. So just use any Google ID and do the sign up. That's fine.
I noticed when I reset the password, that one came through. Just the initial one didn't come through.
Oh, that's great. Then you can use that. And all right, let's do that. I think I'm also gonna do a registration, and let's see if I face the same issue. I'm just gonna do a demo session and I'm gonna use one of my Sunday.io. Let's use a random phone number. Yeah, and then please select the subscribe monthly, and you get a 7-day free trial for almost all the features except the enterprise ones. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna quickly stop sharing session and put my card number in, and this is again not gonna charge you anything. It's all $0. It's just for the card verification to keep the bots away. These days bots are getting really smart. I'm just gonna take this off the screen and put my card details so I can just do it quickly. And if you guys have not signed up yet, please do the same time, take this opportunity and complete the registration. That would be really great. So approve this. Now this is approved. Hopefully this will get processed soon. Perfect. So I can see this screen if you have seen this. If you have done the registration, you would see all the same screen as well. Let's see if I get this email or I'm just facing the same issue. I think the issue is still not there. So I'm gonna fix that one later on today and see what's happening. But for the moment, I will follow what Khalif you have followed. So just gonna do a forward password. Send it out here. Am I giving the email address right? Oh yes, there we go. So you get a temporary password. Just take that. By the way, if you have used Google signups, then you do not need a password. So it will straight away take you into the next screen. And then I'm just gonna use that and take the temporary password. And then it will ask you to reset your password. That's great. So you will see a video.
Hey,
Me talking. Don't worry, just skip it if you don't like my face. And it will also ask you to set up an MFA. You do not need to do that now, but once you set up your Stripe, we highly recommend you set up your MFA because, of course, your payment account will be integrated. So it is much more secure to have an MFA set up as well. I'm just going to click later. Once you log in for the first time, you will see a onboarding progress bar, which will actually take you through step by step what you need to do as well. So if you click any of that, it will take you to this exact screen where you need to do stuff. And then there will be a video button here in the right below. If you click that, it will also, this is an AI character, of course.
I'll quickly help.
It will tell you what to do in that page. So that's all set up there. So it will help you get self, onboarded as well. But before I proceed, just wanted to know if you are facing any issues or if you are Jeopardy. I'm gonna stop the music in the new future videos, Travis. But let me know if all of you are able to log in so you guys can follow along. If you've already done it before, don't worry about it. That's just.
And Adele has asked about a quick word. What is Knotie credit and where we can use them?
We'll come to that. Definitely, we'll come to that. You will actually see, that's why I created a fresh account so that you can actually see where the Knotie credits are getting deducted as we follow along in the tutorial and how it works also. I'm going to explain slowly, so don't worry about it.
And as a SaaS member, you get a certain amount anyway.
You should get it, but if you haven't, reach out to us and we can add some of the Knotie credits as well. Also, if you are signed up to the webinar and if you have joined in today as well, we will give you certain credits towards the end of the session. So stick around and maybe join the Discord channel, which we'll show you later. So once you go to the Discord channel and give your details, we'll give you a bunch of Knotie credits, which we'll talk later as well. All right. I hope everyone is in. That's great. Now, one of the first thing that we really want you to do is set up your pod or set up your portal. So this is going to be your Whitelabel portal. There won't be any Knotie branding at all anywhere. So just need to do label this. And if you want your customer to sign up to your agency automatically, you can also turn this one up as well. So this will help them to register themselves. So you don't have to reach out. You can directly use the portal that will be created in your marketing so that they can directly sign up, and then you can reach out to them as well. Here, the subdomain is free. So even if you're a free tier, you will be able to use subdomain and just choose a word. I'm just gonna use Knotie demo. It says that it's available. So I think you are probably our first few users. So most of the word you will type will probably be available, but as more and more users will come in, more and more subdomain will be taken and lesser words will be available for subdomain. You can also add your custom domain. So if you want to bring, you have already a domain and you want to bring in, just click there. And because if you're in free tier, it will ask you, because it's a premium feature, just so if you're on a free tier and you set it up anyway, after 7 days, after the free trial ends, this custom domain will be taken down. But at this stage, if you want to use it, you can just set up your custom domain here. I'm not going to do that. It takes a lot of time because your DNS registrar has to forward the traffic to our server. That takes some time. But if you set it up for yourself, this will show you exactly what step you need to do. I'm just going to put some, maybe if I do voice dot, I have one of the domain, maybe that will work. So you can set it, and once you save it, it will actually show you the exact steps. Let me keep it there. You can choose some of the portal theme that we have. Now, the preview is not really working. It's a very old feature. So we are going to improve that one, but I'm just going to select a random one. And we also have a bunch of portal mode, which I'm going to talk about later. So at the moment, choose the basic portal, which is actually available on free tier. You can choose your brand color and everything. So whatever color you want to use in your branding, go ahead and use that. I'm just going to use something here. You can choose your title. So I'm just going to say premium AI, something. Just going to keep everything default. You can change everything. You can set your support email address, phone numbers, your company address and everything. This will show up in your custom portal once this is all saved in. You can set your own Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook URL. This will all come up in your portal page. And there are a bunch of other sections you want to add. Any extra feature you want to give, let's say as part of your own agency, you provide some other service which you want to also include, you can add it there and that will show up in the page as well. You can add testimonials, and if you have any other outside link, for example, in UK, a lot of the people use Trustpilot to have real reviews coming in. So if you want to use that, you can just provide that link here. And I'm just going to put my website link here. And what will happen is in the portal, it will show you see more reviews. And when they click on, they can go to the Trustpilot or whatever in your country, whichever is the biggest provider you want to use for your public testimonial. Again, there are a bunch of sections you can play along. You can add more FAQ, trust indicators and everything. If you don't give anything, there are already default that we have set, which will show it in your custom portal. And all we are going to do is just save it. And that's it. So now as I save it, so for the custom domain, it now give me the steps that I need to follow. So it basically, I need to go to my DNS provider and add a CNAME to this particular address. Are bringing this feature as well. So if your domain is bought or managed in Cloudflare, you can do one-click verify as well, but that needs an API token from Cloudflare. So I'm not going to do that now in this one, but I'm probably going to create a video separately. But for this one, I think our subdomain is sufficient for the particular webinar to get you started. And once this is all in, all I can do is go to the new tab and just do, sorry, any questions you have? And this is how the page looks like. And these are all added by default. This is going to be your custom portal. Again, this is a very basic portal that you get for free. We are bringing a really more professional portal in the new year. We have a section later today, where we'll talk about what's coming new. This is coming in new year, and we are also bringing SaaS portal where the page itself will be completely different and much more professional. But this is what you get in free tier, and this is actually working as well. To be fair, it's like a very premium looking, but kind of works really. The other thing you can do is enable interactive voice agent, which I'm also going to show you. But before I go there, again, if you use the chat and let me know if you're all good so far, then I'll follow along and go do the next step. Yeah, again, a thumbs up or something would be great, just to know that you are with the steps. Okay, yeah, great. Or if you're facing any issues, please also use the chat and raise it there. That would be also, I think we can take those up in the Q&A section. All right, that's great. I think hopefully some of you I can see are able to set up your custom portal. That's really great to see. And on the next stage, if you see this, we can actually enable a voice AI agent, more like VAPI or the portal you go or Retell or something, where in the front page itself you can showcase that you are a voice AI agency and you really have the power set up voice AI. All you need to do is just click this and set up your agent name. I can just set up something like Sarah. You can choose a voice and you can keep like a note. I can just say like get limited voice AI at maybe $199 per month. So that's like a pricing note and special offer. You can say like can give you, once you sign up, you get 100 credit or something. You can set up any message that you want to entice users or help the agent know what to say when any user actually interact with this agent. And as soon as you do that, and then again save settings, I to take this and I'm gonna create an incognito because this page is saved in a cache. So if I refresh it, it will not probably show. So now if you see this actually change here to a real voice agent, which your user can interact and just by clicking on it, and then this agent will be actually talking on behalf of your business. Let's just see. Is internet working? Are you guys able to hear me?
Hi,
Okay.
I'm Sarah
Yeah,
from
sir.
Great. So, what brings you here today? Are you exploring voice AI solutions or just curious about what we offer?
Yeah, I'm just curious about what you offer. How much does it cost?
Absolutely. Happy to share. Our unlimited voice AI service is priced at $199 per month. Plus, when you sign up, you get 100 credits to get started right away. By the way, what kind of business do you run? I'd love to know how we might fit into what you're doing.
Yeah, so you can just quickly enable a voice AI portal in your custom portal. And again, this is all branded from the header till the button. Everything is on your whatever details that you have provided during the setup. Now, I need to mention that this is again gonna take some credits because it's running using voice AI. At the moment, it's not, but in the future, definitely add that into your Knotie credit. So this is one of the area where your Knotie credit will be actually okay. Other areas which I will also show. Before I go to the next stop, would be really great to know if you have any questions or if you are stuck or you've been able to follow it. Again, a thumbs up would be really great. All right, that's great. Now, if I go to dashboard now, So dashboard will show me that this step is completed. And so now it's asking me, I'm not using Python for the agent, yes, but not for the overall. It's not a Python. It's all Node.js. So second step is now onboard your first customer. So again, if you click there, it will take you to the exact page, board. And then we recommend you to have, yes, definitely. I'll show you. So we have the billing section as well as part of today's webinar. I'll show you, don't worry. So I think what we do recommend you to onboard yourself first as an agency, so you can try out everything before you actually give this to your customer. So if you click on onboard myself, everything will be filled up automatically, and then just create customer. So your customer is now created. So you now have the customer portal and you now have a customer. Now let's get the customer into the portal. So for that, you can click on this enable portal, and then this opens up a modal, and there is like a lot of options there. Don't pretend. We will definitely cover all of these features slowly. Not maybe in this webinar it's possible, but we will get started in this webinar, and in the subsequent webinar we will also touch on all of these features slowly, how to use it and how to also upsell all of some of this feature you can upsell to your customer. So you just click this, that's it. As you do that, what will happen is you will get an email from this email is actually, I haven't uploaded my logo, but if I have uploaded my logo, it will also have the logo here for my brand. And this is showing the portal of customer portal or your customer portal, no Knotie branding or something. And then because in my demo, I have used Knotie demo, that's why you are seeing Knotie. But if you use something else, this will show your brand, basically whatever domain or brand that you have. And then again, same thing. I'm just going to copy this temporary password, and then I will do a quick login. So info@santi.io and just do a login. So this way your customer will be able to log into your portal and they will see a completely different dashboard. Very basic, some of the options, which I will also go through step by step. Now, the password that is shared, complicated password to remember. So they can definitely change the password from here. It's a very simple interface. But in case they don't know, they're not aware, and they somehow forgot it or deleted the email, they can also log in using Magic. So if they just click there, then, or let's say a lot of the time, a lot of our agencies, partners, they tell us that you're having issues with customer logging in. So that is why we build this feature where they can actually do not need to even remember their password. They will get a magic link, click their sign in, and they will be able to, I think my previous one was open. Yeah. So they'll be able to log in as a signed magic as well. So this is kind of an extra feature that help customer to log in smoothly in case they face issues with password. I'll back to these questions later on, Khalib. These are all really technical and interesting questions. I'll definitely take this in towards the end in the Q&A. All right. Yeah, this is basically just to show you how you can get started with customers and how you can get them access to them. Again, if you want to just give me a thumbs up or something, so I know that you are following along and you're able to use this. And once your customer is started, I think now it's time to get a voice AI agent created and assigned to your customer and see how you're able to actually sell this through Knotie AI Pro in your own brand without actually revealing much of your tech stack. And that is where you come to voice agent and you see a bunch of the voice AI platform that we do support. You also see an A10 agent. So that means you can also onboard an A10 chat agent into Knotie and be able to sell it as your own branded chat agent as well. But we are mostly voice first. So most of the platform you would see is our voice AI. I'm going to take the Retell because Retell is kind of free in the free tier and all the other ones are not. So that's why I'm going to use the Retell. But again, when you're in the free trial window, you can use any of the other platform you want to use. And we are also Retell AI partner. So if you go there, you will see they have listed us there. So We do have affiliate link. This is again, just to be clear. So if you have not used Retell, you can use that. But if you already have it, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and log into Retell. I'm just gonna do that. If you use this, I think you'll get a $10 free credit. So if you want to do it now, you can do that quickly. Just click there and sign up yourself, get a $10 free credit and get started. But I think I'm just gonna use one of my existing Retell account just to show you how easily you can create or import an agent and assign to your customers. So once you are here in the Retell, you can create an agent just by creating agent, voice agent, and you can select some of the templates. But I think in this case, what I'm gonna do is just use one of this existing agent that I have already created. I think yesterday I was testing something for this demo, so I'll just gonna import this one. So for that, all I need to do is just go to settings, API key, grab an API key, and just do like an import agent. You can, by the way, also do create agent, which I'll show you later. And then once you click Fetch Retell Agents, it will show all the Retell agent that I have on that account. Sorry, I think you're saying something. I'm gonna put you on mute. Sorry, I'm just gonna put you on mute somehow. Just seeing some of them. Some of you have microphone open. So that's why it is. So we can maybe let's select something else. Maybe I don't know. So all of these agents are probably used somewhere. So I'm just being cautious that I'm not importing an agent that is already in the portal itself. We try and import this one. Let's see. Yeah, and then I can enable the webhook. So the webhook, actually, you should do that because what happens is every time your agent picks up the call, Retell will send us the details as a call analytics, which we will capture and we show you into your customer portal. So it's very essential you do that. In the future, we will do that automatically when you import an agent. At the moment, it's all manual. And one of the reasons why we kept it manual is because we understand a lot of you are already probably selling voice agents and you already probably have some innate or some other outside API or webhook where you are capturing the events. So if you're doing that, all you can do is just enter your existing URL where you want to also receive this analytics. And what will happen is Retell will send us the analytics and we will also forward you the analytics in this particular. So you are not going to break any of your existing integration point. So Knotie will take care of that. So it will do its own processing and it will also send you the analytics as it has got from the provider. So this is one of the reasons why we didn't completely automate it and given you the control to do that. And then your agent is kind of ready now. And all you just need to do, you can just do test agent. You can test it from here.
Hello, thank you for calling. How can I assist you today?
And there you go. You can see that it's able to take the call. And the best part is if you map this agent or assign this agent to your customer, it's very easy. Just click there, select your customer from here. You can set some profit multiplier. That means if this agent is going to cost 10 cents per minute to you in the customer portal, your customer will see 1.4x of the price. That would be automatically calculated as well. And then you can save it. And now if you log into the customer portal, you will be able to see this agent being listed here. So if I just do a refresh, and you can see that one call, it's already captured that I was just testing, and this is all good. But one of the, again, main pain point that we have seen in the initial days is that this customer credential was actually going to the actual customer, right? So you as an agency don't know really what they are seeing. So if you really want to be sure, that is why we kept an option here called preview portal. So that means if you're an agency and you want to see how the portal is looking for the customer itself, you just click there and then you will log into the customer portal as a partner. This is basically used in, I think something is, let me just open this in incognito. This basically a lot of the time the cookies are a problem because I do use quite a lot of account in this particular machine and that has a cookie problem. Let's see, hopefully it works this time. It should not take that much time. I think something is not working. I'm gonna have a look, but the way it works is usually if you click on preview, it will get you to the portal and you will be able to see the customer view yourself. as the agency, and you do not need the customer credentials to actually see it. Yes, I think it's some problem maybe with my machine. So if you are following this and are you seeing the same issue, can one of you or two of you confirm me? If you're seeing the same issue, then there must be something wrong with the release we did last night. I just need to check that then later after the webinar.
It's working for me.
Yeah, then it must be something at my side because this machine is used for a lot of testing with a lot of accounts. I think there must be something wrong with the system. But if you're getting any issues, just let me know or use the Discord or send an email to support. I will definitely take a look. But
I can share my screen if it helps.
sure, if you want to quickly show how it looks like, I'm happy for you to quickly show that.
So when I share the screen, so here, so these are a list of my clients, and if I wanted to know, for example, how this client is performing, I would click on the preview button, and I'm now seeing what the client is seeing in their portal. So you can see that this has one active agent, and this client has made 41 calls well, this is a very recent client of mine, so they've probably been working with us for just under a week. So we've got all the stats for them. They can try out the agent if they want to.
If you can try that, that would be great. And that's what I wanted to show as well. So this is useful when you are selling to a customer and let them actually test the agent before they actually put it in for their business.
Just for reference, having a demo quite a lot of times is you winning or losing the bid. So if your competitors is able to spin out a demo and you're not, then they have a much better chance of winning. Whereas if you're able to create a demo, sometimes even live, then you're much more likely to get the client because they can really feel how the bot can help their business. So this client is actually really interesting because I move myself out of the way. So they sell cat food and they premium cat food. So what they wanted to build was something quite interesting in terms of when clients.
Hello, darling. Thanks for calling the Catnip Queen. How can we help?
Just tell me what your product is about, please.
Certainly. Catnip Queen is a style-first cat lifestyle brand offering chic accessories, well-being products, and attitude-packed essentials for modern cats and their humans. Our products feature the highest quality, extra fancy grade catnip, combined with silvervine fruit, designed to delight even cats who usually ignore regular catnip. We focus on UK design heritage with a premium, royal-inspired look, and
That's great. Sorry. So that just gives you a quick idea of what the preview is and how you can use it. It certainly is one of the main functions that I use because I can see what the client is seeing. And quite often when I talk about after we built the bot, we need to serve the bot and improve on the bot. So this is when I'll be using this portal and the client will be logging in, and then we can go to call history. And here we can review the calls and see how we can improve on the bot. So here you've got all the conversations and the transcriptions. So this is where you can go through it with the client, and the client will say, I don't like this way it's answered, or this is really good. And then you can be there changing the prompts. So it makes it really easy. Was there anything else within here you wanted to show, Avi?
No, that's brilliant. That's what exactly I wanted to show. The customer testing it and they can show the call logs immediately and everything.
Perfect.
I can again share my screen. And now coming to the really interesting part where now that you have onboarded a customer and you have proven them that this is how it is working, they're quite happy to move and get in a paid tier. This is where you can actually integrate your Stripe in Knotie. So that means anything so there are two different billing mode I'm going to show you. Let me actually do it quickly. So I'm just going to connect my Stripe.
So Avi, whilst you're doing that, Adil has asked about, is there a breakdown of outbound or inbound calling?
I will also touch base that one very quickly. I saw the question as well, how or at what point we actually assign a phone number and how, and I'm going to show you that as well.
Brilliant.
So and at this stage, I can, because I have a Stripe already, so I'm just selecting an account. If you do not have a Stripe, you can just create it here. And using this, and then it will be, I am just gonna continue. The only problem is this Stripe account is being used in multiple accounts as I go ahead and do tests. So this sometime just show me that little pop-up that you have seen, which might not be the case for you if you're doing it last time. And that's it. Your Stripe is few clicks and now it should be all connected, as you can see here. And as soon as your Stripe is connected, you have unlocked bunch of things in the portal. One is AI credit plans. So now you can credit plans for your customer that they can buy from the portal itself directly, or you can also create invoice to them. Now, how to do that is again very simple. You click there and then you go to the billing tab. Now, let's say you want to charge, you can create invoice and just set a fee. Let's say you want to charge a setup fee and you want to charge $100 or $1, whatever, and you can set a due date. And what this does is basically it creates a Stripe invoice as well from the portal itself. And this is now visible here. So if your customer do a login, so I'm just gonna do a quick login and let's open my email. Sorry, I can use it. So let me send it again. The only issue is that browser, I already have a partner portal open. So it sometimes just mess up with the cookie. It's better to use a separate browsing session. I'm just gonna copy this and use it here, maybe. Close that and open a new incognito. And now I'm able to sign in. And now if I go to billing and payments, oh, I haven't sent it, right? So at this stage, I created the invoice, but I haven't sent it. So if I go to the billing and invoice, you will be able to see that this is in draft. And once you send it, now this will appear here. So now, as you can see, that the customer side, next time they will log in, the portal will force them to add a payment method. So they can't even log in without adding a payment method. And because now you have issued an invoice to them. So that's kind of one of the feature that we added, mandatory thing for customer to do that. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna add same card details here, but I'm gonna show you another way to charge customer. The other way you can do that is, again, go to the, because you have added your Stripe account, you can create credit plans. So I'm just gonna make, let's say, name it a starter pack, and let's say I want to give it $100, 1,000 credit, which is 10 cents per credit, and just add this plan. Now, once I add this plan, what happens is this is registered in your Stripe account that you have connected here as a product. And now I'm going to onboard another customer very quickly. Let's just do that. Just name John Cena. Together. Hang on, I'm just going to use this email address. ABC Go something. So now this customer is created. I'm going to enable the portal for this. So you can have multiple customer in multiple different payment. So one, you can have normal billing invoice, and another you can have AI credit from the same portal. And I'm just going to enable the portal for them and save changes. And I'm going to open, I'm just going to log out from the other one. Already too many browser open. Where is it? Can't find it. See if the preview is working. Sorry, just a minute. I think I clicked the wrong one. I'm gonna do like a separate incognito. It's just playing around stuff here. It's just something from the cache again. Yeah, I think it's a cache issue, even though I'm using incognito. Somewhere my another incognito is open. This is the one causing the problem. So not a demo. By the way, if you are following these steps, please let me know if you're facing any issues as well, so we can keep a note and fix that as well in later release today. So that would be also great too. But only thing is, because if you are using the partner portal as well as your customer portal, make sure to use different browser portal, because under the hood it save all the cookies and everything. So that might get you some issues. So let's just see. I'm actually sharing in the wrong screen. So this is the new customer that I've created, and is able to log in. And now I'll show you the credit thing. So for this customer, let's say I want to enable credit. So if I go feature and add-ons, and if I enable this AI credit, And then if I just save it, and then if I go to this customer view and refresh this, you'll see this left-hand side, there is this new panel came up, which is called credit, AI credits. And if they want to add credit, they can add it from here, and they are seeing the plan that you have created. They can simply just click purchase now, and they can purchase this credit, and this will go into your connected Stripe account directly, not through Knotie platform. So that's something that we have added. But a lot of the time you want your customer to give some free credit so that they can test the agents. That also you can do from here in your partner portal. If you go to the credit, and you can add them some credit. Let's say for testing, I want to give them some 50 credit, give this customer. And so this will be now added. And if you refresh the page, you will be able to see 50 AI credit. And for every test that they would do, I think I can do one thing. I can go to the retail, same agent I can reassign to some other customer. So I'll probably assign to this customer now. And now this customer will see this agent. This customer is now seeing the agent. And if they try this now.
Hello, thank you for taking my call. How can I assist you today?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
How?
So now if I disconnect that, and I think this one is, I'll import a new agent because that agent was assigned. So the credit was not deducted. Let me import another agent. Maybe this one I'll import again. No, this agent was already there in the system, so it didn't allow me. Maybe something from the olds. So all of these agents are mostly used in my testing, so it's not allowing me to bring in here.
That's okay, Avi. I'm conscious there's only 10 minutes left, so I'm wondering if we should jump to some of these questions
that
soon.
would be great.
But it did demonstrate that you do get to see that, how that color works.
All I wanted to show you that as soon as some or your customer would test the agent, their credit will get reduced in live as well. And the only other thing I wanted to also mention in this webinar is about this Knotie credit. So as you can see, the Knotie credit is getting reduced, and where it's being used is all the emails that's being sent to, or the voice agent that you have used, and all of those areas, the Knotie credits gets reduced, and you can actually top up credits from this page as well. And we allow you to go up to 100 credit in negative. So even if your credit is low, your customer's journey will definitely not break up to about 100 negative credits by the time we will send you notifications. And same goes for your customer as well. For example, if your customer is on the positive credit and their credit runs out, the app will send credit to your customer using your brand and ask them to top up the credit as well. So that's how it works generally. I think we are just running short of time. I wanted to show some of the email setting as well, but this is all again self-explanatory. If you just go ahead and just follow along this onboarding tutorials and click these videos. So these videos will actually take you through every step. Every page has a separate video specific to that options. So you can just follow the video and do the steps, and you would be able to have all the 6 steps done, and you would be completely having your own portal and agent that is ready to be used. Yeah, let's, I think, take some questions. And yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen and probably we'll take answers. We'll take the questions and answers.
Perfect. I saw some really great questions in the chat, and we can go chronologically, or Avi, do you want to take the lead?
Yeah, I think if you can pick up the question, Caitlin, and throw it to me or Shao, I think would be great.
So because we're on the topic of credits, let's go into Alfredo and Adil's questions on the credits. So how are they mapped? And if you can just break that down a little bit.
So there are some operations which is where the credits are mapped. One is definitely email. So in the portal, when you go to the settings, you see an SMTP settings where you can onboard your own SMTP server if you already have one. If you have already onboarded your SMTP server, then there is no credit that will be deducted because you are anyway spending your own SMTP cost or email server cost. However, if you are using our SMTP server, and you can of course onboard your own domain in our SMTP server as well with one click as well. So you can onboard, it will be like a fee. Whitelabel solution. In that case, we do charge some credit. From my memory, it's very nominal. I think it charges you about every 800 email $1 worth of credit, which is 100 credits. So every 800 email that gets sent out from Knotie platform using your brand, that you are being charged for that credit. But any notification email that we send to you, that is not charged. For example, your credit runs out and we send an email that, hey, your credit is runs out, please do a recharge or something. Those emails are not charged. It's only the email that goes to your customer from using your brand or using our email SMTP server, that gets charged about 800 emails. So that's how the email credit work.
Are
The
there
other
any
area
other?
where
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, there are other many areas where credits are charged. One is I wanted to have that, but I think because of the hiccups, we are running a bit slow. But the other area where it's charged is when you create an agent. I just only show you importing agent, but you can also create agent right from the portal itself. So when you create agent, you can also add tools. And if you add tools, so we have, I think currently 8 or 9 apps supported already. So let's say Google Calendar or Google Gmail or something like that. So if you add those tools, and actually, it would be great if I can share my screen and show that section really quickly, because otherwise telling will not make it much clear. So if you come to Retell agent, for example, this agent itself, and this agent is mapped with the customer, right? So for this customer, again, this is a feature that you can upsell. You can enable an integration. So as you enable integration, what will happen is in the customer portal, they will see a new option here, which is called integration. So this is where they can connect their own apps in one click. And as soon as they connect it, let's say they connect their Google Calendar, so then you can add all the Google Calendar tool using just click. So let's see if I edit this agent and go to function calls and click on function call, you will see all of the app that they have connected here. And you can just click there and click add, click there and click save function call, and then submit. And then this tool will be added to your Retell or Vappy or any other account. So this
Yeah.
way, this is where every time your voice AI provider will call our tool, you will be charged for a very minimal number of credit. Again, I think it's about 1,800 tool calls for $1. So which is like very minimal, 1.001 credit for every tool call or something. Very minimal, as I said. We will do a publications on that where it's exactly used. It will be listed in the Knotie AI Pro public page, so you can actually able to see where exactly these are being used.
I am cognizant that there's 3 minutes left, but if anyone wants to stick around, of course, that would be great. So I do want to share this screen with you. So as a thank you for joining the webinar, we are giving out 5,000 credits since we are on the topic of credits. And so this is plenty to fully run your agency. So to access those, message us on Discord or email us directly with your account, and we will get those loaded straight away so that you can get to it. So this is of value to the client far more, but to you of upwards of $50. And so, yes, scan the QR code or join via the links in chat, and feel free to join. I'll leave this up.
If you want to share your screen and show the QR code, I think I was sharing my screen.
Oh, I think it says I'm sharing, no?
Is it?
Are you able to see that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I'll leave this up, but there was a few, not on the topic of credits, but there was a few other questions that were brought up. For whoever has the time to stick around, we'll be here for some time longer to make sure everyone's questions are answered. Peter, you answered or asked about the language options. So we have French clients where we've had to figure out workarounds, and it's something that's coming. But Abby, would you be able to speak about the language options?
Yeah, so as I said, at the moment, I think coming new year, we are looking to launch our own voice AI agent, and that will have almost major speaking languages added. But at this moment, what I have shown you just today is just getting you started. So this is mainly using Retell, Vappy, and other providers. So whatever language they do support, there is no problem with us because it's just a business platform for you at the moment. we launch our voice AI agents, we will take your feedback. So that's why the Discord channel is there. We will send you more feedback forms, and we'll add on more and more voices. In terms of the custom Whitelabel portal, that the part where I've shown you enable agent on your custom portal, that I think at the moment supports Arabic, Indian, Spanish, English. So I think these 4 language, and I think French as well. I haven't tested the French. I don't know French as well. So yeah, I think these 4 language we know that it supports, but are definitely as we bring our own voice AI platform, we'll have more support, and we'll take feedback from you to add more and more languages. Yeah.
Topic I want to talk about, or let me see. Okay, to Peter's other question here. Yeah. Avi.
Is it the phone number one?
Yeah.
The phone number at the moment, I had plans to show you, but we are just running out of time. So maybe we'll create a quick video and send to you. At the moment, the platform support inbound only to avoid any spammers and stuff using our platform. And because at the moment, we are also allowing you to import your Twilio phone number, but the outbound is coming very soon, where you can import your own Twilio or Telnix number into the platform, and you can assign it to any agents with one click, like the WAP or 11 Labs agent. And then you can definitely create outbound campaign, and I'll definitely take a note of this rotating phone numbers feature when we build this outbound feature. At the moment, we only have inbound. Is coming soon. So we will definitely again ask you for your feedback of all the features that you want as an outbound campaign, and we can definitely have that one. So I think it will be very simple to do, really, because we allow you to import your phone number. So if you can import like buff phone numbers or Telnix phone number, if you want to assign those phone numbers to your outbound campaigns, it would be easy for us to rotating numbers. Not a problem.
Are there any other questions on this topic?
Let me just quickly walk it through.
Yeah, because otherwise I do think one of the first questions, Alfredo, you asked was really thoughtful, and it is, if OpenAI, Google, Anthropic were to voice AI, is this something we've thought about? And yeah, it's something to consider.
Yes, so I think that's a great question, and we almost do about this every day, because we know all of these big companies are run a lot of credit, so they will do everything that they can. But I think for us, we are really safe. The reason is because when Google or OpenAI or any other provider will voice AI agent, I don't think they want it to be more generalistic platform rather than a purpose specific platform. You would still need to, I think businesses would still need to have a curated solutions, which is where I think agencies coming in. And I think this is where this platform like Knotie would help you to use your brand, and you give like really customized solutions. Like you create one solution for one business and just resell the same stuff again and again without spending time in setting it up. Whereas you can change the provider. For example, if OpenAI or Google and other big companies are competing, I think the cost for running voice agents will come down drastically. I mean, it's already cheap, and it will even be cheaper. And as a result, you can actually switch provider using Knotie, because all the platform that you see today, like VAPI, 11 Labs, and Retell, these are not like the end of or like the exhaustive list. We will add more and more provider. We are already in touch with few providers that you probably do not see in the internet space. I think Shao found out one provider who provide like cents per minute, which is really cheap. We're kind of testing their platform at the moment to see if they are worth adding into our platform, if they are stable, if they support like concurrency on request and all this bit. And if those tests all, then we will also add them, and we will keep on adding more and more providers. And if that means it's ChatGPT, or if that means it's or Google, we will add them as well into our portal, so you can make use of their platform, make best of their prices, and offer to your customers, really. So yeah, it's a missed opportunity for us.
Yeah, so today I look at it to will the likes of Google, Microsoft, take over our industry. The way I look at it is voice AI will, or the simple voice AI like AI receptionist, going to get easier and easier to build and to deploy. What value as an AI agency is, you've built it, you still need to improve on the bot. Those things your customers are unlikely to do. You are being the experts, you can add value there. And once people start to use voice AI, it's not just voice AI that you are helping the client. Sometimes it's about the whole AI infrastructure. And quite often these days, when I'm running my own agency, voice AI is a very good sort of lead into a customer. And once they've started to use you, they want to know how to do things like CRM systems. They want to do more lead generations. So you are providing something which is far wider than just simply voice AI. So it's a broad spectrum, and that's why we call it, it's an AI agency rather than just being pure voice. But voice is the thing that gets you talking or working with your clients.
Fantastic. No, thank you for that addition to Chow. Are there any other questions that we haven't been able to get to that weren't covered?
I can see one that Caleb have asked. Sorry if I spell your name wrong, Caleb. I think it was related to high volume calls. I think we are, as I said, Caleb, please be in touch because we are gonna release our own voice AI platform in the new year. That will be powered by LiveKit, of course, but we are keeping it like open as an our infrastructure, and as we are try deal with other companies as well. So we can definitely separate meeting about what your exact use cases and volumes are, and we can definitely get you in. That's not a problem. I mean, we definitely want higher volume use cases to also prove that our platform is at really enterprise scale. So definitely, we are not looking at you down as probably Retell have done, as you said.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate the amount of volume we were doing, so my money wasn't good enough apparently. But okay, shoot me an email when that comes out.
And Caleb, did they give you reasons like too many short calls?
No, so the account was just paused, and I had a bunch of things like running, so my account just got shut down, and then I just see all of my N8N errors coming in through Slack, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I log in, and they're just like, your account has been paused due to the high volume. Emailed support. I got on the phone with their enterprise guys, and they're like, all right, we'll just ask the team. I'm like, all right, so I'm just left here, nothing. So.
Well, okay.
This sort of thing happened with other agencies also in the past, like got blocked, or sometime concurrency is a problem as well with the providers, where WAPI or all these provider have concurrency issues. They give like concurrency, 50 concurrencies. So this is one of the reason why we take kind of step back before we launch our voice AI platform, because wanted to capture the pain points before we launch things. So it's a great kind of use case to think about how we want to go ahead and create our offer, create our pricing, create our infrastructure. So yeah, of course, we will definitely be in touch with you, Caleb, and note the use cases.
So
yeah, sounds good.
the thing that I just wanted to cover, I know you talked about the inbound and outbound. How I was understanding the question was, you'll see this this customer, essentially I've met two agents. So one agent is the inbound agent, the other one's the outbound. So if you do it this way, then you can show your clients all the outbound calls and the voice transcriptions. So
then I have misunderstood the question. But yeah, the platform support both inbound and outbound. It shows exactly like is outbound, the arrow is like this, blue. I think if it is inbound, it's green probably.
Yeah, that's at least how I understood the question. But I just wanted to let people know that we do support the ability to show the inbound and the outbound calls.
Yeah.
From me.
Fantastic. Yeah. Any questions? Anything else or comments? Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I got it about the inbound and outbound, but I still can't picture on my head exactly once we assign an agent to a customer and the customer can see it and the statistics and everything, but when exactly do we connect the phone number for inbound? Like,
let me show you now that we are extending the session, I think.
I'll stop sharing for you, Abby, here.
Yeah. Basically, let's say this is the agent and I want to assign a phone number. But I had plans to anyway do this. You can import your phone number, and at the moment Twilio is supported. Telnix is coming soon as well. So click Twilio and then give your account SID, and let's just see if I have my Twilio open. I think I have to log in. So let me use my agency one. Okay. This is just I have so many authentications.
No worries, I get that the Avi. So okay, gotcha.
No,
So
but that's okay. It's just gonna take 1 minute. I'm quickly gonna show you that. So if you import your phone number, you can easily assign that through the platform. And so if I just copy this and go there and then use the token. The only thing that I would say is to click this button, save credentials, because then you don't need to do it every time. So then it will encrypt your credential and store it, and then it shows like all phone numbers. Now, if I import this phone number, let's say, I think it's already been used, other account, but what will happen is this phone number will come up here, and then you go to the, and here, let me actually see if I have any other account where this is already there. I think the reason why it did not work is it's already been used somewhere, this phone number. Then maybe in this account, I have the phone number. You see here, it will see these phone numbers listed here, and it will show as it's imported, not buy. We also have an option to buy your phone number in the customer portal. If it is bought, then it will show as it's bought. It's imported, so it shows as imported. And then you can assign this and just say unassign and assign agent, for example. Okay. Yes, now this phone number is free. This is exactly as you see when you first time import the phone number. And now if you click assign, and it will ask you to assign it to a customer first. So let's say I just use this customer, and then any agent that I have for this customer, it will list here. So I may have 100 agents, but it's only showing me the 2 agent that this customer already have it. And I just select that and I assign agent. And then what it will do is it will configure Retell with this particular agent. This phone number will be connected. Now, if you call this particular agent, will be connected automatically.
okay, perfect.
So if I
So
just,
it will kind of mimic what we've been seeing about testing online, like because we've been testing just online, but now it's gonna like call the number and then it's gonna do the
yeah,
same.
yeah. So if
Okay.
you see this one is now have assigned a phone number, and so if you call this number, that particular agent will pick up.
Perfect. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
This is what I was telling, that inbound is ready now, but outbound is upcoming, because for outbound we have to be very cautious about spam and things that happens. So just being cautious, we're bringing it a bit slow.
Fair enough. Just lastly, Telnix, any idea when exactly it might be available, Telnix? Because it's for me
Next
cheaper.
year, yeah, already in development, just doing some bit of testing. It will come with the, because with Telnix it's much cheaper than Twilio as well. So we
Yeah,
want to
way.
bring the Telnix as well, but it took quite a lot of our time to get them, get all the verifications done. So that's why it's taking a bit time. All right, Peter asks about VAPI. Yeah, I think same thing you can do with VAPI as well. At the moment, this one is only retail, but you have most of the feature like the tool addition and everything you can do with VAPI. The phone number one is also upcoming. So eventually all of the provider that you see here will be supported with phone number. So we want to be platform agnostic. Although we are retail partner, doesn't mean that we only have to allow you to use retail, because we are end of the day Whitelabel platform. So yes, so 11 Labs is supported, Ultravox is supported, and VAPI is supported. Some of the features are not there, like the phone number mapping and everything is currently with retail only, but we are bringing VAPI, 11 Labs, Ultravox, and everything else. In fact, Ultravox last week have updated their LLM. I've seen they are using GLM's 4.6, which is much better. So probably we will bring that as well. Definitely will bring other platform. It's already there, Peter. If you want to use VAPI and this thing, you can rebrand it at least. But this import phone number feature and everything is still not there. It will be upcoming. All right. Is there any other question?
I think if there's still time for you, Avi, it's probably worth looking at for whoever's interested. Is there another question that's coming? Well, so there are some exciting announcements from Avi.
Oh,
If you want
yes.
to get into it.
So definitely. I think there are 3 things that's upcoming in New Year. on top of what we are generally improving in the platform, like support for retail, VAPI, and all these bits. You would have probably seen me in the YouTube video if you have followed, where we are bringing a SaaS portal. If I just open the portal, my screen shared or it's stopped now? No, right? It's not shared.
No, you can go for it now though, Abby. Yeah.
So this is the portal will look like. So basically the idea is that one in the SaaS mode, if you are in the enterprise tier, in the SaaS mode, your customer will be able to onboard themselves. You don't have to do or lift a finger. So they will get started. They will put their business name and everything. It will do all the scraping automatically from the website. It will create the knowledge base automatically. It will assign a phone number automatically. And it will also create the agent and assign the phone number. So everything that I was showing you like manual, that will all be done like for your customer as soon as they do the onboarding. They complete the onboarding, they select your pricing tier at the end of the onboarding, and then they get an agent that is like, and they will be able to use it. Again, there is a YouTube video on that. If you go to the channel and just watch that, there is a glimpse that is there. Although the YouTube video is also where we are doing some manual operation. If you're already a lifetime customer or partner who have joined us, you should have access to it already. Just again, let us know. We'll see what's the issue or fix it for you. This is already available, but the complete automation is not available. That is upcoming next year and will be available in the SaaS tier. The other thing that's also upcoming is again, close that. Yeah, it is. And yeah, so other thing that is coming is a premium portal. So the current portal that we have here is basic. Are actually working on making this portal look like really nice, at par with any other platform. So it will be like you will have all the dark and white themes and all this bit. It will look really more professional. That is also upcoming new year. And the other thing, which is really interesting project that I've been working on the side, and we'll also, it's not part of the Knotie, but I'm planning to bring it as part of the Knotie as well. And I'm gonna show you this. It's nolimit.com. So it's not ready yet, so don't try it. This is a completely webinar platform, an AI-powered webinar platform, just like what we are doing here. So as an agency, you might need to go to webinar, showcase different features and something. So we created an AI SDR rep. And so when you run the webinar with this can take a customer into a breakout rooms and sell your product. Basically, that's the idea. So this is it's under development. It's still not ready, but as soon as it's ready, if you're part of Knotie, you will get an account for free. You don't have to pay. So if you're part of it, we will give you an account there as well. But this is separate than Knotie. It's not part of Knotie. I just want to mention. But because I'm building this platform on the side as well, so that's why I'll give you an account for free, and so you can use it for your own webinar and everything. Yeah, these three is upcoming in the new year, first quarter, definitely, on top of all the other improvements that we have talked about.
Amazing. Thank you guys for sticking around. And I think that's a great place to close off. But if there's any other questions you have, feel free to ask them now for the live minutes, or you can email us and get in touch.
Yeah.
And enter in the Discord.
Just quickly, thank you for that, Avid. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. That was great. Just quickly on the thing. So you said that those can be also in other for different languages, like in those time portals, right?
Yes. So if you select, so there are 3 voices. If you select the third one, that supports Arabic and Spanish as well. So, but just make sure you also this particular agent is able to identify from the user that is speaking. So when it's picking up, probably it will say in English, "Hello, how are you?" But if the user speaks in Spanish or something, the agent knows that it needs to respond in Spanish.
Sorry, I actually mean of the portal, the English in other languages.
Oh, the portal. Oh, yeah, that is available. I thought the agent you meant.
No,
That's upcoming. Sorry, I get it.
But
Yeah,
that's something we can definitely prioritize so that it's there for next year.
Yeah, that we prioritize. We'll put it into the backlog. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, and I think one last thing, if you are seeing this very helpful, please drop Discord and let us know when you want to see our next webinar, and we'll bring in some, because frankly, I think I have only shown you about 20% of what this platform supports today. There are many, many others that I have not been able to cover, and which will probably take another few hours. So we will do a lot more webinars. So just let us know in the Discord or send email and let us know, and maybe in the new year we can set up another webinar like this. All right. Hopefully we got some of you onboarded, and we'll see you. We'll talk to you later soon then.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Cheers.
Best.